Why does life often feel so helpless and empty?
The first reason why is we're not feeling love. So there is an issue with our belief systems. There is an issue with what we believe in. When we believe in things that are false and we accept the false as truth, we often feel hopeless, helpless and empty. So people who feel helpless, empty and hopeless, they feel that nobody cares about them and nobody loves them, which is actually not true. The truth is that God cares about them and loves them. They probably also have a spirit guide who cares about them and loves them. The problem is that they just can't feel them. So the real problem is that they are blocked to the reception of love. A person often feels hopeless, helpless and empty because they desire to suppress how they really feel. They don't want to feel the pain of how they really feel. So they prefer hopeless, helpless and empty.
Yep.
This is why I say it's an addiction.
Yes.
Because it's a way, a method that we use to avoid more painful emotions.
Yeah. So to recap what you've said, you said feeling helpless, hopeless and empty
is an addiction.
It's an addiction.
Yes.
It comes from a belief in things that are false.
And particularly believing things about love that are not true.
That are not true. And so there's this lack of desire to feel unloved, all of these emotions surrounding love.
Yes.
You mentioned.
And to face the truth about love. Face the truth that you weren't loved in your childhood, but also face the truth that God loves you.
Yes.
You might not have been loved by people on earth, but God loves you. So somebody does love you. And you need to be open to that truth. Most people aren't open to that truth who feel these emotions.
Yeah.
Because they want to not feel an emotion. They don't want to feel the pain of not being loved. So that's why these emotions are addictions. They're not real emotions. They're not causal emotions. They are emotions that we create because we wish to avoid causal emotions. And while I have compassion for people who feel hopeless, helpless and empty, and I have in the past gone through those emotions to an extreme degree, I had to come to terms with the fact that it was all about me wanting to hold on to certain addictions where I wanted to believe nobody cared, nobody loved me and so forth. And also I was unwilling to feel when certain people didn't love me. I was unwilling to feel the grief associated with that, the grief of loss, if you like. Once I worked through the grief of loss and the grief, and also worked through receiving the truth that God still loved me, then I got out of the hopeless, helpless feelings and I no longer felt empty. I felt positive and I felt like I had something to live for. Instead of getting angry about it, and if they let themselves feel and become sensitive to this pain, they'll actually feel also some pleasure. Because at the moment when we go into this heavy suppression, which is a person who feels these emotions always goes into, they are suppressing every part of the soul. So you're not going to feel pleasure or pain once you start suppressing your pain. We need to go into this pain and release it if we're ever going to be happy and hopeful.
And have a full life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.